Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. In my electorate of Fisher, we have a large number of older Australians. With the fantastic lifestyle and facilities offered by the coast, people from all over the country, indeed from all over the world, choose to spend their retirement enjoying our beaches and our hinterland. Almost half of the people living in my community are over the age of 55. Aged care is an important issue for a great many people in Fisher, and it is therefore an issue of critical importance to me. Mr Deputy Speaker, my electorate is full of active and empowered seniors. That is one of the reasons why I've initiated my Fisher's Senior Forum, through which I've learned that the experience of getting older has changed on the Sunshine Coast and all over Australia. Improvements in modern medicine and healthier lifestyles mean that older people are more independent, self-sufficient and active for longer than they have ever been before. Just in March this year, Jean LeBrock from my electorate, described in our local newspaper as the party girl from Kawana, turned 100. A former patroness of the local bowls club, Jean still plays indoor bowls and has no intention of slowing down. As her niece Estelle says, whatever is happening, she'll be in on it. Life expectancy is rising. On the current trends, future generations can expect to still be going strong at 100 years old, like Elise Brown. This demographic shift presents us with a challenge in terms of the sustainability of our aged care system. The generations that are now retiring also bring new expectations of the services they receive. Those born as part of the baby boomer generation and since are used to products and services that are tailored to them as individuals. They expect to be able to make their own decisions about their aged care, just as they have been able to make their own choices about services throughout their lives. The Coalition Government responded to those changes and has consistently acted to increase choice and support sustainable, high-quality provision of aged care services. In 2015, the government expanded— Sorry, excuse me, Madam Deputy Speaker, you've got to love technology, don't you? It's not a recharge issue. It's not a recharge issue. It's likely to be an operator issue, but I digress. In February of this year, the Minister launched the Increasing Choice in Home Care changes, which allow older Australians to direct funding to the aged care provider of their choice. These changes make their home care packages portable if they move and allow them to change provider if they are not satisfied. The changes also further developed the My Aged Care online portal so that it operates as a genuine virtual marketplace where providers can market their services and consumers can find providers that are right for them. The Turnbull government is not just improving the way the system works. We're also investing the money that is needed, almost $100 billion over the next 5 years alone. We're seeing the results of the Turnbull government's commitment to aged care in my own electorate of Fisher. Last week, the results of the 2016-17 aged care approvals round were announced. The government is investing $649 million to create 10,000 residential aged care places to provide greater choice for consumers, especially in regional communities like ours on the Sunshine Coast. My electorate has been a beneficiary of this program, with 140 places allocated for residential care in Fisher. In particular, 120 places were allocated for a brand new residential care community on the Sunshine Coast, the planned Palm Lakes Care Caloundra. In addition, a Tricare Kawana received a further 20 places. These 140 places will go a long way to ensuring greater choice for seniors in my seat of Fisher on the Sunshine Coast. There have, of course, been challenges in executing the new system. I have a constituent, Mrs Julie Penlington, who has written to me to tell me about the difficulties that a close member of her family has had in receiving a timely ACAT assessment. The process has been slow, and Julie tells me that she's heard from other older people who've unfortunately had a similar experience. We need to do everything we can to ensure that the aged care system is straightforward to navigate and that there are no unnecessary barriers. So in light of what I said, Assistant Minister, what's the government doing to support choice in aged care provision for older Australians? And what is the government going to do to ensure that aged care packages are accessible and to improve the process of APAT assessment?